Hey guys. Ugh. Sorry my hair's such a mess. I just came from outside and it's a little bit windy. I just wanted to make a quick video to talk about lupus fog. Because man, have I been having a lot of that lately. Like to the point that I feel stupid sometimes. So I think I'm trying to see again, like lupus fog is hitting me now because I don't even remember everything, like all the moments over the past few days that have happened. But I'll just tell you what I do remember, but I know that there was more than that. So when I went to the ENT on Tuesday morning, yes, that's what it was. See, there I go again. After my appointment, before I headed to work, I stopped in at the... Okay, see, now I just realized that I already made a mistake. When I went to the GI doctor on Tuesday morning, oh my God, the GI doctor, after the GI doctor, I went to the ENT's office. There we go. Okay. And I went there because I, here I go again. See, the brain fog lately has been bad. Okay, where was I going with this? Oh, right, I went to the ENT and I went to check in with the secretary. She wasn't there, but there was another secretary for another doctor that left a message. Anyways, I was going to find out what was happening with the referral to the aura surgeon, I think it was called. Remember, to do with like my ears? He was thinking it was like to do with my jaw that was bothering my ears, and so he was referring me to a different doctor for that, like an aura surgeon or something like that. Okay, so now here's where two lupus fog things come in. I thought that I had seen the ENT like 3 months ago, and that it had been 3 months and still no word on the referral appointment. Turns out I saw him in July. So it's really only been a little over a month, which isn't out of the ordinary to not have the appointment yet. So that's where I screwed up first off. It's hard to keep track of all the doctors and all the appointments, so whatever. But when I went to ask about this, I totally blanked on the doctor's name. I was like, yes, I'm a patient of... I don't know the doctor's name. And so I felt like so stupid. The woman's just like staring at me. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm blanking on his name. And she's like, it's okay. She's like, take your time. And I'm like, I didn't know. And so then finally his first name came to mind. So I was like, Kevin Higgins. Yes, it's Kevin Higgins. So, okay, yeah, so I felt stupid there. And then she left the message, or then she went to check. And then that's when she said, oh, you were here in July. And I'm like, really? I thought it was like 3 months ago. So anyway, so that was the two things there. And then I believe something happened the other day too, but I can't remember that. And then, I'm trying to think when it was. Oh, and then yesterday, I think there was a situation when I went to the study, like the lupus study thing. Yes, that's what it was. So I went and, oh, by the way, that was brutal because I had to drink 4 glasses of water between like 11:30 and 12, which I did. But let me tell you that before I even started the 4th glass, I had to pee. And I had actually gone like right before starting to drink the water. So I think for future reference, if I ever have to do this again, I'm not going to drink as much water as they tell me to. Because I think I have like a small bladder or something. Because honestly, like I drink something and like a half hour later I have to go. So yeah, so I had to hold it for like over an hour. And it was painful, like really, really painful. And then, of course, the first part of the ultrasound, they're pressing and all this crap, and it was painful. It was really bad. Thankfully, that part wasn't very long, and then I could go, and then they did, like, the internal ultrasound thing, which that was okay, I guess. I had some weird, like, twinges near my ovaries. That was not fun. But other than that, I was fine. But then after that, I was supposed to go over to the blood lab, which was right next door. And the woman that was like conducting the study had said that she had already put the requisition there. So I would just have to go there, get it done, and then I was going to meet back with her to answer some questions. So when I went, the woman's like, yeah, do you have a requisition? And I'm like, they already put it here. And she's like, who already put it here? And then I'm like, I'm part of a lupus study for fertility. And she's like, huh? And then I'm like, I couldn't even remember the woman's name that had put the requisition there. And then for some reason, I just said it was the doctor, the head doctor that's in charge of the study. I said that it was his secretary, which it wasn't. So I got the woman all confused, and she couldn't find the requisition, and then I had to basically call the other woman back, which again, I don't remember her name. And yeah, so that was another lupus moment. And then just now I feel really stupid. Okay, it's really, really hot out, like really hot. It's like 35 humidex reading. I was coming home, I'm boiling, which that on top of itself doesn't make me think clear, and then lupus fog on top. This is a horrible situation. So I was coming up the driveway, and our neighbor that lives upstairs was putting stuff into his trunk, getting ready to leave. So I said hi to him, how are you, that kind of stuff. He's like, I'm okay. He's like, how you doing? I'm like, it's a little too hot for me. And he goes, yeah, it's a bit hot. And then he goes, I'm just off to do a magic show. And I laughed. I laughed because for some reason in my screwed up mind, I thought I'm going to do a magic show was a joke about how hot it was. Huh? So I laughed, and then when I got inside, I realized he was serious because on Halloween, he does magic tricks outside for the kids. And I realized he was serious, that he was going to do a magic show, and I just laughed at him. So now I feel horrible. Oh my God, this is awful. So, yeah, so I just laughed and then came inside, and then he left. And I was like, oh my God, I feel like the rudest person ever, but it totally, I don't know how I thought that was a joke. I don't know. My brain isn't working anymore. Oh, it's really bad. I feel so awful. Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't even make sense. Oh my gosh. See, I can't even talk properly. Things are not computing. So I'm going to stop now, but I just had to share that because I feel bad, but it's also really funny. Oh, lupus fog. Yep. So I just want to say, fellow loopies, please share your funny lupus fog stories. Honestly, please do. And just tag me or something so I can see them and not miss them. Because I would love to know that I'm not alone and stuff like this. Because I feel really stupid and I feel really rude that I just laughed at my neighbor for doing a magic show. I don't know why. I guess like in my head, I don't know what I thought that had to do with the heat. I don't know if I thought he meant like, I'm going to do a magic show outside in this heat. And I was like, oh, like good luck kind of thing. I was laughing. I don't even know. Like, I don't even know how I thought that was a joke or funny. I don't even know. Like, it just, I don't know. I don't even know what was going through my mind. It was just like, it just came out. Lupus fog. And look at my red cheeks. Like, I'm sure part of that has to do with the heat, but yeah. Lupus fog, not fun, but funny at the same time. So yeah, please enlighten me with your lupus fog stories, because I really don't want to feel this stupid. And then, like, I called Alex to tell him about it. And he was like, well, what did you think he said? And I'm like, I heard what he said, but... And then he's like, well, if you didn't know what he said, why did you laugh? And I'm like, I pretty much knew what he said, but for some reason it didn't compute as that. I don't know. So then Alex just made me feel stupid as well. Thanks, my wonderful husband. Okay, yeah, so I'm done sharing that, and I feel bad and I feel stupid, but it's also really funny. I just have to laugh. I have to laugh at these things because otherwise I will go insane. All right, see you guys.